Welcome back, everyone. With the holidays coming up, we all know not to drink and drive. But what if you're injured by a drunk driver? It might not be your fault, but what if someone drinking and driving hits you? Consumer lawyer Eric Seidel joins us to explain and why it's a little bit different than just a regular car crash. Hi, Eric.
Absolutely. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, it is very different because, you know, the rules are very different. There's different laws. I mean, the first thing you used to do, obviously, if a drunk driver hits you, obviously, you know, get medical attention, see if you need medical attention, see if the driver needs medical attention. And when police get to the scene, they can actually see if the person is, if they have probable cause to believe that the person is driving drunk, is DUI, and has hurt somebody, they can actually do a forced blood draw on the scene to make sure and see that this person is drunk. So the rules are a little bit different there when it comes to DUIs.
Because wasn't there a time when somebody who the police thought was driving drunk could say, no, I don't want to give you a breathalyzer right now, and then there was no blood drawn and there was no breathalyzer taken.
Sure, and they can still do that unless there is probable cause to believe that you're drunk and that there were injuries at the scene. Then they can actually force it. So it's really very interesting.
What about suing for damages?
That's even more interesting because the drunk driver is not only responsible then if you sue them for your medical expenses, for your losses, possible wage loss, even future medical expenses, but also punitive damages. The reason you're allowed punitive damages is to punish the drunk driver for breaking the law and also to send a message as a warning to others not to break the law. So you get punitive damages in a civil case like that as well.
Now what about the place where this driver has come from? Say it's a nightclub or something. Can you go after the bar?
Yeah, actually, in certain circumstances, you can go after the bar. In two circumstances, actually. If the bar or the restaurant, whoever has the liquor license, has knowingly served an underage drinker and then they go out and they cause some injury, then you can trace liability back to the bar as well, and they can be responsible for a portion of your injuries. Or if they serve somebody under Florida law who is known to be habitually drunk, you'd have to prove that through testimony. In other words, they've always been, the bar knew that, people are taking away their keys all the time, keeping them from driving, that sort of thing. But yes, there are two circumstances where you could bring that liability or a portion of that liability back to the bar or restaurant.
Anything else you should do at the scene? I imagine if somebody drunk hits you and you're not so injured that you can actually go up and talk to them, you don't want to try to hold them there or anything. No. You don't want to get physical at all.
Absolutely. You want to leave that to the police. But in many instances, what you want to do is get a description of the car, get the license plate, because, you know, in our area, Cindy, we've had actual circumstances where a drunk driver will hit somebody and then they just keep going, and down the road somewhere later they hit somebody again even worse off. We've had several cases like that. So what you want to do, get the tag number, get a description, so that then if they do take off, the police arrive, you can provide that and they can be tracked down. And of course, not only will it help your case, but it may save someone else's life down the road.
I know some people that have gone after drunk drivers themselves to try to stop them.
Yeah, not a good idea. That's never give chase in any of these things, because in doing so, you could cause another accident. It could be worse than something you're trying to prevent.
What about following them home?
Yeah, no, not a good idea. Leave that to the police. Get the tag number if you can, but report it to the police.
Okay, good advice. Thank you, Eric, very much.
Of course.
All right, that's Eric Seidel, and you can link to Eric through our website, which is daytimeonline.tv. We'll be right back with more Daytime, so don't go away.